What's up, man? It's your boy, Boss. Let's go. Get up in here. I got you today. I got you. I'm gonna do it a day earlier than what I said.
Say
Yeah. So today, we finna give y'all that business. And we talking about Stephen Jones and his experiments, or the real breakdown of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, cause I've been hearing a lot, and it's the same old we always say every offseason. If we just get this player or that player, we're one player away. It's none of that, dog. None of it.
Another one.
It's none of that. It's Steven. Yeah. I'm gonna break it down today too, man. Everybody gonna know. Everybody, listen. We gonna take calls. We gonna break this whole thing down, man. We gotta make this so crystal clear. Yeah, and we gonna do that, man. We gonna do that, man. So y'all just sit back, man. Relax. Let your boy get this plane together, and we go kick it off. Y'all sit back, chill out. Let's go. Ain't telling no lies today, man. Come on. Get your butts up in here. Let's go. Finna talk to the nation. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Rock with your boy. Come on. I want to see y'all rocking. If I can see you right now, I want to see if you rocking to your feet. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, let's go, man. We ain't playing today. Y'all come on in here, man. Changing things up. Let's
Damn,
go.
plug. You speak Swahili?
My name is Boss Cowboy, as you can see. I've been rhyming on the mic since I was 3, cause I keep it G. Man, I ain't gonna start freestyling, man. I'll take over this whole YouTube. I ain't finna do that. What's up, everybody? Alright, man, so I told y'all I was gonna do this. Yeah, my landlord, you already know, man. Landlord in the building, man. That's the OG. My boy, landlord, you was rocking today too, landlord. I caught your show late.
Run it up.
Ooh, that boy landlord was in his bag.
Another one.
Ooh,
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the
man, I
shit.
come for landlord new style. Landlord is with the shit. I love it.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Shout out to you, landlord, man. You own it, bro. Yeah, let's show love for the big homie, dog. Yeah, that's Texas, bro. That's my Texas roots, bro. I'm a rep Texas, man. So obviously you know that. And you a Southerner. That's why, listen, bro. That's why the world need us. They need a show with landlord and boss. The world need that, bro. The South need to come together and do what we do. Cause you know we run the world, the South, baby. Come on now. That's from Texas, that's the Dallas, that's from Bama, that's the Georgia. No disrespect if you're East Coast or West Coast, but it's about the South.
Another one.
Nah, man, I got love for everybody, man. Love for everybody. But listen, we gonna talk today about these Stephen Jones experience, man. We gonna just keep it all real, all right? Cause I do see that we really kind of falling for the wee woo. That's real talk.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Keystone in the building. Keystone, man. We got to get on the phone, bro. I'm going to call you as soon as we get off the show. Might have to be a late night. So, but yeah, on these Stephen Jones experiments, I'm finna get into them because that's really what's been breaking this down And I'ma just prove it, bro. I'ma just prove it. I'ma go through it because I frankly get tired of hearing us fall for the same old wee woo stuff, thinking that it's gonna take a player here or a player there to fix us, thinking that Philly is out personnel-ing us, and it's frankly not true. It's frankly not true. If y'all just go back and go look at what they got to do to their defense, they already dismantling their defense. They are not better at us at getting players. I'm telling y'all that. And I know everybody mad because they don't went to the Super Bowl, but that don't mean nothing if you ain't close the thing out. Yeah. So second place is the first loser, so I can care less about that. And I'm being all the way honest. So, but getting into what's really going on, and then I'm gonna get into my first point. I'm gonna just kind of put it. You say I missed the super chat. All right, I want to say something too about them super chats too. My boy Amp, what's up, Amp? Man, Amp, we ain't talked in a long time, Amp. I'm starting to think you done left the planet, dog. We need to talk, bro. It's been too long, bro. Man, come on, y'all check Amp. Y'all say, man, what's up on Amp? I see your super chat, big dog. All right, so I want to tell y'all, thank you for bringing that to my attention. All right, check this out. My boy say, boss, can you talk about how the Titans let go Chris Johnson's and how we went to the Cardinals and turned up? And how that compares to Zeke? You know what, Black? Let's get on the phone, bro. I'm gonna call you, and then I'm gonna let you talk about that, and then you'll be my first call. I'm gonna call you, and then we'll just get on the phone and we'll talk about that. All right, appreciate the super chat, but I want to say something so that everybody kind of understand the flow of what's going on. So when you see something like this, and I'm gonna get into the content, so y'all sit back, chill, relax. My boy Amp say, put some South in your mouth. See, I got you Southern boys. I got you Southern boys. I got you Southern boys, fire. Let's go. Put that South. Yeah, y'all, they go, you listen. The South got something to say, baby. Yeah, I'm a proud Southerner, man. I love how you Southern boys, y'all stepping up, man. Yeah, man, I love the South. I really do. I do. Georgia, Alabama, Florida, all of that, Louisiana. I rocks with the whole South. I rocks with the East Coast too. But it's a little bit different. Like, see, what I was playing on that intro, some of y'all didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't understand, but my Southern people understand that, Pimp C. So anyway, but getting into this. Oh, I want to say something with these super chats and stuff like that. So just so that everybody on the same page, I want everybody to understand when you see this, or if you see me change to this, or this, or this, or this, or this. All of that is me. All right. The reason why it's important that I say that is because I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all. All right. So I know I got one of the most advanced productions in the game. I'm the only one running this thing too. I ain't got no producer behind me. It's me. So when it's the sound, it's me. When it's changing the show articles and stuff, it's me. When it's pulling up the audio, it's me. When it's getting a guest in here, it's me. It's all me. So I don't ever want y'all to think that I'm ignoring y'all in the chat. I just want to be real clear on that. Sometimes I'm just doing the show and I don't even see it. So I just want to say that because every now and then people will be like, boss, you ignoring me, or boss, you didn't say nothing to me. It's like, I didn't even see you. Just to be honest, So I want to explain that because I don't ever want to risk offending y'all. And you say, boss, that super chat. So see, Black, that's how to do it. See, if I miss something, call it to my attention and I'm going to try to go find it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all also be very sensitive, especially when I got a lot of content to go over. Sometimes y'all got to know the time. And if you see me actually going through a presentation, that might not be the time for your super chat. Just to be honest, I like your money and I appreciate it. It helps us out. It obviously helps us out. But y'all also got to keep in mind, when I start going and I'm breaking stuff down, If I miss it, do like my boy Black and say, hey man, you missed it. Go check it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll do my best to find it. All right. So I just want to kind of, talk about that so that people don't misunderstand me, landlord, law, OC, all of us that do content, and especially production. Like landlord got a lot of production now. So the more he doing production, the more and more he go sometimes accidentally miss super chats or even some of y'all coming in to say hi. If y'all come in and say hi, I might not even see it. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just letting everybody know is that all the changes that you seeing is me. The music, the production, the intros, the changes, all that's me. All right, so I want to explain that so that we on the same page. All right, so now that y'all know all that, let's get into this content. All right, so it's 3 experiments that's really breaking down the Dallas Cowboys from Stephen Jones, okay? And Stephen Jones does some good things, so I don't want y'all to think that he is just all the way garbage. It's some very good things about Stephen Jones. But if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, he is the major breakdown to the entire organization. The entire breakdown. Occasionally, he admits it, okay? So the first thing we gonna talk about is his experiment, right? Experiment 1, where he forcing teams friendly with no leverage. That's one of the major things that he does to where he messes up the Dallas Cowboys. Experiment 2, and we gonna break all of these down. Ball wonders to pay players less. Y'all gonna know what I mean by that. You should already know, right? But it ain't even just Kellen Moore. It ain't even just him. We go break that down too. Experiment 3, replacing through the draft versus building through the draft. See, you got to really watch him closely, because if you watch, we got a saying, and I'm gonna break every one of these down step by step. I'm gonna take calls in between too. All right. So we like to say we build through the draft. No, we don't. We replace through the draft. If you really go look at our history, we ain't doing nothing but replacing players. We not building. No, we not. Yeah. So we replace Dez with Amari. We replace Amari with CD Lamb. We replace Murray with Zeke. Some of y'all want to replace Zeke with Robinson. When do we go build in a draft? When we go put on top of the talent that we have? That's my question. When do we go do that? Because we ain't building through the draft. We replacing. I want y'all to hear me out. That's exactly what we doing. And a lot of this is because of Stephen Jones. It was times we could have built, but we didn't build. We didn't build. We didn't. So when we went to receiver by committee the first time, the first time we did that,
Damn, plug, you speak Swahili.
we could have added Amari to Dez. And that would have made that whole room way better. We could have kept Amari with CeeDee Lamb this year. I'm going to show this real quick as I'm making this point. Then I'm going to call my boy Blackwell. This came out. I got this from my partner, Ron. Cowboys Fan Talk, the OG. One of the GOATs in the game. Hold on, I see this super chat. My boy M say, we don't chase, we replace. Ooh, don't do the biggest smalls. See, boy, y'all got Elp messed up, bro. Elp, I be feeling you. Elp, I miss you too, bro. I miss you. Man, I miss that energy, man, we used to bring on the watch parties, bro. Yeah, we replace them, dog. That's what we do. We don't chase them, we replace them. If you really go look at the history of what we do, we replace them, dog. Just keep it real. All right. So this is very important because I'm gonna break down some history. All right, and I'm gonna go kind of maybe a little bit deep into this. It might not be deep to some of y'all, but I'm gonna just kind of go through history and kind of explain some of this stuff. All right. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. See, because it was a couple of things that happened, right? That I'm gonna go back and talk about, especially as I'm illustrating part 1. Ooh, that's experiment 3. No, I need 1. See, it's just me. So experiment 1, all right? So this is one of the things that happened that cosigns what I'm saying. See, some of y'all just think we some old wannabes. Y'all got us messed up. I'm gonna be honest. Some of y'all some fanboys for the media, and y'all don't even realize that we the good guys. I'm being honest. Some of y'all don't even realize that our independence is our strength. I mean that too. Like, some of y'all don't realize that you really need people like what they call the YouTubers, or what smart people call the new media. Cause see, what it is we can tell the truth when other people scared. We can tell the truth and we can call it out. And when you got some people that don't owe nobody but you, we can then speak and be free with our voices to say what we gotta say. So I'm gonna show y'all to where me and West Coast was fighting. We was fighting our ass off for what was right. And it wasn't a whole lot of people with us. We was mostly by ourselves. I'm gonna show y'all that. But it has to do with forcing teams friendly with no leverage. So let's just rewind time a little bit. Okay? So you ain't gotta listen to me, because some of y'all some front office kiss butts too. So when you hear me talking about Steve and you say you just jealous, you wish you was born of the Joneses, you wish you worked for front office, because you sucking up. So don't listen to me, listen to Steven. He said it himself. He said it himself. He said Stephen Jones admits Cowboys made a costly Dak Prescott mistake. Yeah. And when you go look at it, he said, if we go, let me make this bigger. Because Marcus, we do got some kiss butts, bro. You know I'm telling the truth, bro. We got some front office kiss butts. We do, bro. We do. Now check this out. The Cowboys know they made a mistake with Dak Prescott. After suffering a compound fracture on his right ankle in week 5, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott still locked up a 4-year, $160 million in the offseason. The only regret the Cowboys have, according to CEO and Director of Player Personnel Stephen Jones, is they couldn't lock up Prescott sooner. The word that I hate is couldn't, because they could have. They could have. They messed up. And see, he said it. He's saying it. So for those of y'all, boss, stop. Get off front office. Just get off of them, boss. Give it a break. Give it a rest, boss. Nah, bro, listen. We gotta look at this so we can also look forward and be smarter on the things that's getting ready to happen. Amp, I see the super chat. He say the worst they can do is overcorrect. And I'm gonna be honest, Amp, you can never correct what they did. We gonna break it down today. It's impossible to correct the mistake that they did. We gonna do the math today, bro. Listen, we gonna take our time, kick our feet up. We gonna do the whole math of the full cost of what they did. Because I'm telling you right now, you can't make up for $60 to $80 million. That's what they lost. See, ain't nobody added it up. I added it up, and I'm gonna add it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. He say probably would have signed Dak the first time around. Jones told it would have been better for everybody. Not actually true, because Dak actually did better with y'all being silly. Dak made more with y'all being silly. Now, it would have been better for y'all. It wouldn't have been better for Dak, but Dak would have took that deal if you would have showed him some respect. All right. So let's kind of go through history real quick. All right. I'm going to just go through a little bit of this history. All right. Just to kind of talk about those times, because these are times to where people forgot. Now, this gonna anger some of y'all, and we gonna take our time and go through this too. All right. But we got to really break down the full case of the cost of these Stephen Jones experiments. And what he was doing, this was Stephen Jones' experiment. His experiment was trying to be the first owner to cause his franchise quarterback to take a team-friendly deal. And he was trying to force it on Dak with no leverage. Dak had all the leverage since 2018, And he kept on with that experiment. And every time he was doing his little experiment, it was running his costs up and up and up. That is what's breaking down the Dallas Cowboys right now. It is not players. It is Stephen Jones basically wanting to have it all. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So let's kind of go through history real quick. We go kind of play this little by little, break all of this down. And then we go come back and we go do the math. And then we go talk about experiment 2 and experiment 3. All right? Because it's the experiments that's breaking us down. So let's go back in time real quick when me and my homie West Coast was doing some work. And we go kind of just talk about the factors that was going on. All right? Because this was me and West going to war back in the day. Look at this.
Because he wouldn't be worth his salt at all. If you can't convince a team that's making 100, but I'm gonna tell you this: Dak's agent is not gonna commit career suicide just because Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones want Dak to take a team-friendly deal.
See, a lot of people missing what I'm saying right there. When I say what Stephen was doing was trying to get Todd Francis to commit career suicide. That is very real what I'm saying, because if they would have been successful at forcing a team-friendly deal on Dak, he would have been the first agent with a true franchise quarterback that didn't break no records on no part of the contract. And he would have never got another client. That experiment in itself was crazy for Stephen to even try it. But listen.
Because if Dak is the only one out of the last 10, okay, to not break a record somewhere in his contract, Todd Francis, Dak's agent, would never get another client.
Yep.
Because he wouldn't be worth his salt at all. If you can't convince a team that's making $125 million, because everybody like to talk about what Dak is getting in endorsements. A lot of people don't talk about what Dallas is getting in those endorsements as well. Right. Okay, so Dallas is getting $125 million on Dak's endorsements. Dak is only getting $50 million. So if you can't convince a team to just fork over literally $4 million more dollars in the total contract,
which is $1 million.
Now, I want y'all to keep in mind that Stephen Jones in his experiment was literally fighting over $4 million in total guarantee in the entire contract. We ain't talking about 1 year, dog. We talking about the entire contract. He was holding his foot to the ground over less than $4 million.
Year, which is $1 million a year over a $4 million over 4 years. That's $1 million a year.
Yeah, and and see, people not seeing it like that though, West Coast. So
that boy said that boy boss looking young as hell. That was only 2019. I aged like that, big dog.
They were so fast to sign Cooper Rush. They were so fast to sign Andy Dalton, right? Those two guys' contracts alone would have made up the difference. Those two contracts alone would have closed this out. Because if they would have offered Dak right now 111 total guarantee, he would have been the market setter at total guarantee. Deserves it because of his durability, right? That's an easy case. Nobody can deny that. He moves on and this is done. But Stephen Jones just said this week again, we're just trying to get these guys to understand that they can just not take what they're actually, should get. What you mean I shouldn't take what I should get?
What do you mean I shouldn't take what I see? We gotta go back in time and think about what Dak was going through. Dak was literally getting paid peanuts, and they was telling Dak, we want you to take less than what you are due.
No, I should take what I should get. If the market is saying that I supposed to be a market setter, then pay me. Don't because see, the game that's being played right now, they actually are treating us and you like you're stupid. Because when they come out and say we're just trying to get Dak to understand we trying to put weapons around him, just stop and ask yourself, who else on this team need to be paid?
Nobody.
Is Cooper paid?
Yep. Zeke's
Okay.
paid. Jalen
Is
Smith
Zeke paid?
Law
Is Liel paid?
Yep.
Is Jalen paid?
Yep.
Is Tank paid?
Yep.
So who else you need to build around Dak right now that you can't give him just $4 million on a total guarantee spread over 4 years?
Yeah, and it's not even, and it's
doing is treating us like we stupid.
yeah, and it's not even this. It's just $4 million, and not even just about his agent or anything like that. Because I want to just keep this centered on Dak. Is Dak has Dak beat and had a better career than Goff and Carson Wentz? Yes. Pay him more. Give him $1 million more and call it a day.
See, and that's what people don't remember with this experiment. They was literally making offers to Dak that was less than people he was clearly outperforming. Yeah. This was an experiment by Stephen Jones. And he was literally, and Dak was blowing them out the water for way less. So when you look at what Carson Wentz received in his rookie contract for being a quarterback not even on Dak's level, he received $39 million. At that time, before Dak got tagged, Dak's total earnings was 4.7. So you mean to tell me I was always better than Wentz? I should have been drafted before Wentz, and you still getting ready to tell me to my face that you not gonna respect me like my counterpart that I'm clearly outperforming? This was the experiment of Stephen Jones. Yeah. And all the data showed it. All the data showed you was getting a better completion percentage, more yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions. See, y'all want to talk about interceptions now. See, now you want to talk about interceptions. When he got a bad year, now you want to talk about interceptions. But if we look over that career, you ain't going to find no quarterback with a better touchdown to interception ratio than maybe only 2 quarterbacks. And then my boy Jay with the money said, with the super chat, he said, boys don't get it to that money come up short. Dallas do they stars dirty. Exactly. But let's keep going because we got a lot of new people on the channel. And so they had no idea that even me and West Coast was rocking like this. So this is some fun history. But what we're doing is we catching you up on the major mistake of this experiment by Stephen Jones. Here we go.
It's like I remember when freaking when Nick Saban came back from Miami and he told Alabama he wanted to be the highest paid coach in NCAA. And you know what they did? They looked over to Louisiana and saw how much Les Miles was making, and they gave him $100 more.
Dope point, Wes. Dope point. Boy, me and Wes used to go crazy on these joint shows.
And that was it. It was over with. End of discussion. Yeah. You wanted it, you gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is like this. When you're in a division, numbers show appreciation, show respect. So it's like if you're telling him we don't want to pay you more than a quarterback that you beat 6 times already, what are you saying about your quarterback versus Dak versus Wentz? You know what I'm saying?
Boy, y'all better hear West Coast. Clap it up for the old West Coast. Ooh, wee.
If anything, your team should be saying that, man, I know my guy is better than Wentz. That's why we paid him more. What are you saying right now? What are you saying, Dallas? Because the stats and the facts, that's why so he should not be getting anything less than that. You know what I'm saying? And then he also gave you pay that was better than his peers. So he should also be paid and enumerated better than that. Because the last thing I'm going to say is this before I get up out of here. If you paid...
We used to always say enumeration. So enumeration mean paid for those who don't know. So when we say enumeration, we're talking about paid.
Dak Prescott less than Jared Goff and less than Carson Wentz. Is it okay for him to play worse than that?
Ooh, listen to that question about West Coast. Listen, and watch my reaction. Watch this.
Got less than Jared Goff, being less than that.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? And then he also gave you pay that was better than his peers. So he should also be paid and enumerated better than that. Because the last thing I'm going to say is this before I get up out of here. If you pay Dak Prescott less than Jared Goff and less than Carson Wentz, is it okay for him to play worse than that?
Oh, say that again.
I just want to know.
You can't end like that and not repeat
I just want to
that.
know. I just want to know. If you pay Dak Prescott less than his counterparts, is he then okay to play worse than that?
The answer is no.
The answer is no. You're gonna want him to play better than him. So you know what you do? So if you say, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you say no, but then you still say don't pay Dak, you're shady. I won't do business with you. I won't do business with you. You'll steal from me.
Shady.
You shady.
Shade tree mechanic, lemon seller.
You know what I'm saying? Out there doing. You know what I'm saying? They be doing like that. I think the alternator. Alternator. It's always some nader. Some nader got to get fixed on it.
Say. So as you can see, Boss Cowboy Sports that came a long way because that's what I was testing out stuff. But check this out.
But I'm gonna tell you this: Dak's agent is not gonna commit career suicide just because.
I already showed that. Hold on, here it is. I think that's it. Hold on, let me see.
We lucked in a Romo, then we lucked in a Dak, and so we got two beautiful women for my analogy, and because they're beautiful and they just fell in our lap, we just think we players, but we don't really know that we are really 6s and 7 in the face. You really got lucky, but you think you so player because two beautiful quarterbacks fell in your lap. That you're trying to treat all
you
of
start thinking it's you. You start thinking it's you. It's your system. We have a
God
system.
blessed you. Accept the blessing and treat it right.
Yeah. We have a system. You ain't got no damn system. Like if you had a system, my thing is this. My question is this. If you really had a system of getting quarterbacks, why haven't you been able to develop anything behind Dak? Because I'm going to tell you like this. If you had a stellar backup quarterback, you could have leverage. I'm going to tell you why the Cowboys have absolutely zero leverage. Is because as of today, we don't even have a backup quarterback signed.
Yeah, you tested all your backups and that was all boo-boo compared to me. And you
boo-boo.
and your only leverage is not putting me on videos? That means sign me.
See, y'all remember that? Hold on now. See, that's why that was important. See, around that time, remember Dak was not put on the promo video. And me and Wes was going off about that. But pause. When did we see that happen? This year. Who did they put out on the Cowboys flagship Twitter? 2 players. Who were those players? Diggs and Dak. Those were the 2 people they talked about on the flagship Twitter. But then when they get pushed back, they say, oh, nah, we didn't do that on purpose. So now we got 3 times whenever people got to get paid, all of a sudden we start getting these propaganda stuff coming from our own people. See, you can say, okay, maybe that was a coincidence that happened once. This is the 3rd time. Oh, that's an accident?
If that's the only way you can try to create some leverage is let's not put him on the video. Let's try to make him feel like, you know how you do when your girl's starting to get away, right? You start acting like you got some kind of leverage. I'm going to go out with my homeboy, but I'm going to be just sitting there in the car, but she going to think I'm out there. You ugly. You a 6. You a 6.
But that boy West Coast, that boy West Coast, look how West Coast just cried.
Oh, you ugly. You a 6.
But that boy West Coast died. Hold on. My boy Black say, boss, I gotta hit the bed. I'll watch the rest tomorrow. Pull up now. Listen. Okay, next time, Black, I'ma call you, bro, because you was gonna be my first call once I got through this. But we will talk about that, man, and we'll put that in the show. Appreciate that, big dog. That boy West Coast, that boy tripped out.
You ugly. You a 6.
What did I say 15 minutes ago? I said you was a 6'6" 15 minutes ago. You thought that changed because the conversation changed? You still a 6.
You still a 6, Dallas. Like, for real, it's been 25 years, and you got the nerve to not put me in your highlight?
The audacity.
The audacity.
Temerity.
Like, no, you got something good. Just treat it right.
And see, that's not just for Dak. That's for all our players. Like, why you gotta play these dirty, sleazy games when you got something good, Dallas? Why you gotta do that?
no.
And that's where I'm going to with the whole experiment of point one. He tries to force team friendly with no leverage. I know y'all mad at Diggs for missing a couple of tackles in big games, but man, y'all need to stop. Real talk, bro. When you go look at somebody that's balling to the level of Diggs, I'm not gonna use 2 games to say don't pay him. That is crazy to me.
Well, you got something good. Just treat it right.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, bro.
All right, man. Hey, man, boss, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
And see, this is the deal. This is the deal, man. Just kind of, and we going through this history because it's important, because we got to be able to see how these experiments of forcing team friendly with no leverage has been breaking us down. And see, during those times, West Coast and I was doing everything in our power, especially my boy West Coast. We had Roy Williams and everything, and he booked Roy Williams. We had Roy Williams. He trusted me to actually interview with him, Roy Williams, and we got into the details of what's important to players. Watch this. Hold on. Do I have sound on this video? I don't have sound on this video. Man, my bad, y'all. Ooh, this was a good one, too. Because Roy Williams went hard. But hey, don't worry about it. Listen, we going to still make the point without that video. But we interviewed James Slater. We interviewed Mike Fisher. We interviewed Roy Williams. And we stayed on these contracts. And we stayed on it. Right? But this is the key. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Okay. This is another thing that's important as we talking about trying to force team friendly. Everybody got to be able to read between the lines, right? Now, I do a good job of that. Okay? I do a good job of reading between the lines. But it was something else that was going on right then that a lot of people forgot. Now, I mentioned it when I was doing Petty Monday. I'm going to show you and prove it today. I was talking about how even certain former players come out sometime and can be potentially and allegedly used as tools against Dak. Do y'all remember? Come on now. Come on. Y'all come chill with your boy. Do y'all remember when Emmett came out and said Dak need to take $25 million? Do y'all remember that? And do you remember it was a whole lot of people like, man, even Emmett said it. But I'm going to show you why you really need independent media. I'm going to show you right now why you need us. Because, see, it's people like us that's going to look behind Emmett. It's people like Jay Tuck that's going to look behind. And we go look under the hood and say, homeboy, that ain't making no sense, bro. Let's check you out. So as I did my research on Emmett, I found out some funny things. Let's kind of just look at the real background of Emmett and see, was he a quality reference against Dak getting his money with no leverage?
Mr. Jones, Darren Woodson just came out here to do commercial real estate. Is there something about the Cowboys where they all jump into commercial real estate, come out here to this particular franchise? What is it that has created that pipeline of talent from football to commercial real estate?
Well, I've been in commercial real estate ever since my college graduation. And it's an exciting area. It's very competitive. It's a contact sport. It doesn't surprise me that these ball players engage in it and are good at it. And so I know that it's certainly made a lot of good things possible for me. It's rewarding because you get to meet so many good people. So the whole area is a place that I could recommend any of our players that.
Oh, what can you do? Hey, wait. Did that go by y'all? What can Jerry do? Being a commercial mogul and real estate god that he is.
Meet so many good people. So the whole area.
Let me get this experiment out the way. Let's get that out the way. He said the whole area is a place I can recommend. Okay.
Is a place that I could recommend.
But see, that ain't got nothing to do with Emmett. Or did he actually say Emmett? Let me keep going.
Any of our players that Emmett is involved in.
Oh shit! Who?
It.
Oh, who? I just want to hold on.
That I could recommend any of our players that Emmett is involved in it. So the whole area is.
Emmett. So when I look and say, okay, this dude getting recommendations from Jerry Jones, but then you the one that come out after you yourself was in a contract fight with Jerry, but you become all of a sudden the spokesperson for Jerry and say Dak need to take $25 million in order for Amari to be able to stay on this team. Let me ask y'all a question, because now we got the benefit of hindsight. Did Dak have to get $25 million in order for Amari to get signed?
Oh, hell no!
Place that I could recommend any of our players that Emmett is involved in it. So the whole area is a place that I could recommend any of our players that Emmett is involved in it, to just name one. But many of our players are involved.
And that's why I said Cowboy fans better consider the sources when ex-players recommend pay cuts to current players, especially one that is mentioned by name. Yeah, and see, I'm going through this because I'm showing you all the experiments the Cowboys is trying to do to pull leverage out their ass. Because that's what they was doing. They had no leverage on Dak, so they was trying to use all kind of pressure to try to get him to cave to be team friendly the whole time, running up their own price. This is just one. Let's keep going.
Dak said that his representatives have made a counteroffer to the Cowboys. Are you pleased with how things are going in those discussions?
And see, now he's talking about the counter offer that was made by Dak. Listen to the reporter. Listen.
Area is a place that I could recommend any of our players that Emmett is involved in it, to just name one. But many of our players are involved in real estate.
Dak said that his representatives have made a counteroffer to the Cowboys. Are you pleased with how things are going in those discussions right now?
Well, as I just mentioned, I'm sorry, we're forcing to have the players that have interest in their contract at the forefront. We're fortunate to have that number of players that have that. We are doing contracts here 100% of the time on the entire Cowboys. And we really never know where we are with anybody until we get one done, and then everybody has agreed. But we're moving along satisfactorily with all of our contract negotiations.
No, you're not. No, he wasn't. They wasn't moving along satisfactory. They was blowing money left and right. And this is the worst part about them blowing money. Do y'all know around that time the Dallas Cowboys had $90 million in cap space? $90 million, bro. And then we over here, we just need to add this player. We need to add this player. Do you know we could have added a whole second roster for a whole $100 million if we wouldn't have been throwing money away, running up Dak's contract by playing games? We literally pissed on it. Yeah. An experiment. Trying to force team friendly with no leverage. That's what happened. So when you start looking at our windows and you start comparing us to Philly and you start comparing us to the Rams, we actually would have been in a way better position if we just didn't play games.
Can you talk a little bit about where you are with Lawrence and why it's not just as easy to just things down now?
Yes. We all understand that in a negotiation, both parties can really want to get it done. They've just got to go into the area where they have some disagreements. Usually it's about the amount.
Damn, plug, you speak Swahili?
It's usually about the amount of money or the time.
Of money or the time that you're talking about, issues like that. Some disagreements. Usually it's about the amount of money or the time that you're talking about, issues like that. Some disagreements. Usually it's about the amount of money or the time that you're talking about, issues like that. And so that you can have times when you feel real good, you feel like you're making progress. You can have times when you don't feel as good. This isn't in any way unique to DeMarcus. This has gone on as far back for me, notably with Emmitt Smith.
Oh, it goes back to Emmitt Smith. Okay.
And of course, any of you that know my relationship with Emmitt Smith today know that that's kind of a memory that we kind of smile about and fond. And by the way, here we are 20-something years later and we're in business together.
In business. Y'all in business together. Isn't that a coincidence that the guy that you in business with was the same person who spoke out against Dak? Maybe it's all innocent. Maybe it is nothing to it, boss. Boss, here you go with your conspiracy theories, boss. I was the same one I was telling y'all. I was telling y'all there was friction between Mike McCarthy and Kelly Moore. But that was called a conspiracy theory too until he was fired. Yeah. And see, so we gotta go through this because see, this is the things a lot of people have no idea about. They have no idea. That's why I had to go back in time and pull these clips. Cause it's like, say, bro, I know me and my boy Wes did a lot of work trying to expose the truth on how the Dallas Cowboys at that time was shooting themselves in the head. And they really was. And we was trying to sound the alarm. We was trying to put it out there. My boy West Coast, the biggest YouTube content creator on Facebook. And I was only on Facebook then. This content is only on Facebook. I had no YouTube content at that time. None. But we was telling the truth in the space in which we were in. And nobody was really rocking with us. They wasn't rocking, but we was sounding the alarm on everything. Facts. Yeah. So just check it out.
The business, it's a part of the business. The main thing I don't want to be is cavalier.
So I said, when Emmitt Smith holds out because a very loud lobby for Jerry's interest, 20 years later against Dak, ask why, and maybe we might get close to the answer. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, like, it's like, come on, dog. Like, come on. And see, all of this is important because this has to do with the type of egotistical experiments that came and come from Stephen Jones. These are Stephen Jones experiments. Yeah, I'm taking calls, Coach Marv. I'm definitely taking calls. But these are those wee-woo experiments. Yeah, and this is just part one. I'm not even on part two yet. This is part one. And it's already funky. It already got a nasty smell because of these funky experiments. It was no reason to try to make Dak the only quarterback in history to take a team-friendly deal. You did not have to win like that when you already had $90 million of cap space. Why did you have to win like that? Running up your own price. And a lot of people don't know that. And see, when you know it like I know it, now y'all should understand when I be frustrated hearing us talk about we just need a player here or we need a player there. No, we need them to stop the games and the experimentations that's unnecessary. It's unnecessary, dog. We ain't even talking about the psychological effect. There's a psychological effect to this. When you playing these type of money games, you're playing head games with people that could get and develop a mental disorder from the pressure you applying on them. Can you imagine being Dak Prescott and the whole world and your fans that's supposed to love you calling you greedy because they putting out information that's twisted? And then you can't even go to the store. You can't even war for your own city without a fool walking up to you talking about, Dak, you so damn greedy. And this type of pressure comes from them. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. And I'm not cool with it because I love my team. And I know this wasn't the answer to winning. Yeah. And see, my boy Trey say, and see, Trey, it's hard not to see it like this, dog. It's hard. He say, Emmett a simp for those comments. Bruh, listen, that's why I needed to show y'all. See, I told y'all about his background, but see, telling you something and showing you is totally different. When you see Jerry say, I can send deals to whoever I want to, and I'm in business with Emmett. See, when you think we just itty bitty YouTubers, that's cool. But when I show you and lead you to the horse's mouth, you can't deny that, dog. Unless you're a front office apologist. So when we tell y'all and show you and tell you that it's the experiments that's breaking us down. And this is just one. I'm not even on 2 and 3 yet. Now, it is some good news. I'm gonna get to the good news. It is some good news, but we gotta sometimes be able to go back and say, okay, what really broke us down? What really broke us down? Forget all the crying. Hold on real quick. My boy Montana said, stop with the Aaron Rodgers BS buddy, ego trash, leadership trash, mentality trash, let him retire, thank you. Boy, you ain't lying, Montana. You ain't lying, man. I was arguing with this old weird ass dude, Cowboy fans, the other day, talking about we need to trade for Aaron. I was like, boy, if you don't shut your ass up with that old dumb ass shit, like, first of all, Aaron had a bad year. He won that game against us, but his year was bad. Let's be clear on that, number one. Number two, man, bro, Aaron is the person who ran up the entire quarterback market. Oh, man, that's a whole history lesson. I ain't got time to get into that. My boy DeShannon say, boss, you're sharp in the monopolies of Jerry. I appreciate that. And see, this is the thing, DeShannon. We gotta spread this type of content. Like, it's a lot of people have no idea about this stuff. The good thing about Boss Now versus Boss Then is me and West Coast have bigger voices now. People hear us when we talk now. It actually moves the nation when we talk now. It was sad days when we was right but quiet. You know what I mean? Those were sad days when you was like, please don't fall off the cliff. Please don't walk off the cliff, Steven. Please don't. Pay Dak, please. And it was like he had a blindfold on and he had mufflers in his ears. It was no sound that was gonna get to him because nobody was saying it. Okay, I see you now, Sadiqa. She said, big bro, how are you? How are you, Sadiqa? I see you. How you doing? So, but that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? That is the facts. And see, we have to share this type of content. Because now we know even more that they have a team of people that watch what's trending every day. So if you get news like this and content like this to where I'm showing you the actual documentation and you do nothing with it, dog, you didn't do your part. You didn't do your part.
Damn.
Just keeping it real. So, real quick, I want to talk about, we still on Experiment 1, and I'm going to take some calls. Check this out. I might need to do a part 2 on this because this show might go long because we still on part 1 of experiments. I might do a part 2 on this. All right, hold on. Here we go.
It's what does this do to a locker room? Like, you like just real talk, being on the inside, being in the showers, chilling in the house, playing Madden with the guys. Yeah. Was it?
So we was having, West Coast and I was having a second interview with Roy Williams, and so I asked him, with this Dak contract, what does this do to the locker room? Watching your leader go through this.
Like what is it like when you see your leader being treated this way?
This scary. Now listen to this. This is scary.
It's asinine. It's crazy as hell. Let me say that first.
Yeah.
Then
see, now he talking as a player. See, you gotta feel that he talking, because I asked him, what is it like? You playing Madden with them dudes, you chilling, what's y'all conversations like? The first thing he said is, first of all, this asinine. Front office, do you want to be known as asinine to your players?
Either there's a lot of things that can happen.
Okay.
Because that culture, that precedent that Jerry and Steven and Jerry Jr. and Miss Charlotte are setting.
You heard what he said, that precedent that they are setting. Remember, they was trying to force Dak and other players to be team friendly with no leverage. And that's why he called it precedent. It's like, bro, this is unheard of what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very dangerous precedent.
Okay.
Because guys can either do a couple of things. Either sweep it on the rug, like, no, they'll eventually take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, you know what? F this, trade me, I want to go somewhere else. Or 3 is, you know what? Y'all effed up. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it cool. I ain't going to give y'all my 100% effort. Go back to your question that somebody said that to me.
Yeah.
But, well, I'm going to just take my money and just ride off into the sunset. So if I got a 3-year deal left or whatever, I just signed a new deal, I can give you my max effort. Look how you did that. You know what I mean? So why would I go out there and try to give my all and get hurt, and then y'all going to treat me the way y'all did that? Nah, I'm cool. I'd rather just, go about 50, 60% on each play, try to hit my minimums, tackles, and, whatever, and be done with it.
Our music used to suck, bro. Ooh, our music used to be trash. Ooh, our music. But hey, listen, man, that was the early days of us just putting in that work and grinding. But anyway, you can still see the results of these experiments. So then let's fast forward to now. All right. And hold on, I got some more evidence too, man. Y'all give me a second. Y'all be patient. I might have to do a part 2 on this, man. This show might go way too long. I ain't trying to be up all night. Should I do a part 2 on this, or should I go through the whole thing? Y'all answer that question while I pull something up real quick. Y'all let me know, because I'm still on part 1 and I still ain't took no calls. I want to stop and take some calls. Y'all let me know, should I stop and pause and then do maybe a part 2 tomorrow, or should we just keep rocking out? You know what I'm saying?
You speak Swahili?
Ooh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Yep, Xavier Woods said we can't give 110% all the time. See, was he lying, Nisi? Was he lying? Nope. All right, hold on real quick. So Weeboo said run it. Jay said marathon. My boy Swain said I'm rocking with you. My boy Common Sis said part 2. And then my boy Marcus said part 2. And then Cowboy fans said keep going, boss. And then my boy, most of y'all saying keep going. So this is what I'm gonna likely do. I'm gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna see how I feel after we take some calls. But I want to get to something else I want to show y'all, because I gotta really show y'all how ugliously nefarious this guy, as my boy landlord was saying. I'm not gonna jack my boy words without giving him credit for it, because it did get very, very uglily nefarious to my boy landlord, man. One of the coldest words. All right, so cause I gotta show y'all something real quick. That boy that boy be talking about nefarious. That's one of the dopest words out. What's it, nefarious? Oh, somebody say F them calls. Hold on, should I take calls? Cause listen, should I take calls or just scratch the calls and keep rolling? Cause I can keep rolling. Y'all tell me what to do. Y'all voice matter today. Y'all tell me, should I keep rolling or should I take some calls? Cause I got some stuff. If I don't take no calls, I'll roll through this stuff. I'll get it out the way. Most of y'all saying do multi-parts on this. It's starting to even out on that. So anyway, y'all let me know, man. Should I take some? And I'm gonna take some calls, man. I'm gonna freestyle with y'all. But real quick, let me show y'all this one as we talking about history. Check it out.
So, cause let's go to the money now. Let's deal with the money. We own the money. Hold up, Jana.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotion.
Boy, man, that boy West Coast was on point. Boy, I'm telling you, check this out.
So, cause let's go to the money now.
Ooh,
let's deal with the money. We own the money. Hold up, Jana.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotion.
And you see how me and my boy was in sync when I said let's talk about the money, and my boy was on them buttons. And my boy West Coast said hold up, and he hit that button. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Now, did y'all notice I didn't talk? Because I wanted him to get the effect in there. See, some of y'all gotta learn that. We gotta run some option routes up in this month. You understand? Because see, sometimes I hit a button and y'all still keep talking. It's like, bro, when I'm hitting a button,
Another one.
be quiet.
Run it up.
So we can get that effect in there, bro, and make the show even more dope. But see, me and that boy West Coast, we was in tune, dog.
So, cause let's go to the money now. Let's deal with the money. We own the money. Hold up, Jana.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotion.
Boy, we was rolling. Let's go, West.
All right. So let's go to where we are right now. Let's look at 2 days ago, right? And 2 days ago, Mr. Insider Mike Fisher. It's a couple of people you need to listen to when sometimes things break.
So hold on real quick. Before I go forward, let me just break down this tweet, because there's some things about it that a lot of people not be seeing that I'm clearly seeing. All right, that's really messed up. Okay, so Mike Fisher said in his tweet, Dak has on the table, we believe, a $35 million APY with $106 million guaranteed, with an argument about 4 versus 5 years. He said basically there's no disrespect in that, and he was talking to somebody named Boss_Vox. But no, that was very disrespectful, and it wasn't just about the 4 to 5 years. The $106 million guaranteed was greatly insulting, because at that time, Wentz and Goff got a higher guarantee a year earlier. I'm going to say that again. Wentz and Goff got a higher guarantee. Somebody say West looks 14 and Boss looks 16. Bro, did we age like that, dog? Did y'all age us like that, dog? But see, I got to break this down, because a lot of people don't understand what the impasse was about, what the schism, what the fight was about. It was always about respect. It was always about the respect. It was they wasn't respecting Dak with those offers. They kept offering him deals that was less than his counterparts, especially the guarantee.
Mike Fisher, Clarence Hill, and James Slater, right? The people that's the closest to the organization of those 3 people, right? Mike Fisher said, May 3rd, tweeted this, we believe that the offer that's sitting on Dak's table right now is $35 million as an APY. But it's a lot of people on right now, so there might be some people that's new to listen to us. APY is the average per year. Okay, so when he say 35 APY, he's saying the average per year. But the key number and the insulting number that's still sitting on this table is 106 million in total guarantee. Because people saying, oh, it's only about the year. No, it's more than a year. It's way more than a year. Because he even tried to say they are haggling over 4 versus 5 years. We gonna talk about that too. But it's definitely more than just the 4 versus 5 years like everybody keeps saying. If Mike Fisher is correct, and I'm believing he getting this from the horse's mouth, he did say we believe, but he talked to somebody to get a direct number of 35 million on APY and 106 million in total guarantee. So right now what we're getting ready to do is bring up the slides of the last 10 franchise quarterbacks. And you go see a
Go ahead.
And you go see a real clear pattern. That's why we needed to first bring up what Mike Fisher put out 2 days ago. So what we're likely looking at is the most current proposal.
So according to the most current proposal, if you can see this list, because it's a little bit grainy because it's been a while. My boy Special K said, I remember this show. Yeah, dog, Special K, these was the days, bro. We was fighting. We was fighting for the truth, huh, Special? We was telling the truth the whole time. And people was calling us conspiracy theorists. No, we was telling the truth. It was disrespect what they was doing. It was disrespect. Because remember he said that it was 106 million on the table in total guarantee. Go look at the total guarantee right now, and I got it. Oh, damn, my fault. Damn, I hit the wrong button. Hold on, here's the button.
So we not looking back at September.
Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. You listen, I told you I'll be producing myself, so sometimes mistakes happen. But see, if you can see, to the left is Jared Goff. Okay, I got the Rams helmet by that. If you can see, he got a total guarantee of 110 million. Carson Wentz got 107 million in total guarantee, dog. But Fisher was like, I don't see nothing disrespectful about that. And now that's very disrespectful. Because at the end of the day, when we was talking to, hold on, let me just play it.
Where they tried to throw a
Hold on real quick. My OG said, he said, yeah, OG, you've grown. You talked fast back then. You adapted for us to understand clearly. Yeah, I did. I have slowed down. That's true, bro. That's true. That's facts.
$33 million deal at him at 105. Now 7 months later, and all of that, 7 to 8 months later, you only went up $1 million on the total guarantee. Are you serious? So
did you hear what I just said, bro? Let me rewind that, because some people might have missed what I just said. In the whole year,
September, where they tried to throw a $33 million deal at him at 105.
So remember, they were saying 33 million at 105. Do y'all remember that? They was throwing 33 million out there at 105 as a total guarantee.
Now 7 months later, and all of that, 7 to 8 months later, you only went up $1 million on the total guarantee.
They only went up $1 million on the total guarantee on the offer. That's how you know it had nothing to do with common sense. It had everything to do with Stephen Jones trying to force team friendly on Dak. Because there's nothing logical about that. Nothing.
Are you serious? So if we looking at it, what you'll clearly see is the past 10 franchise quarterbacks.
And see, that's why I did this chart, so that everybody could see that every quarterback, when you see a number in green, that means it was a new all-time record. There is nobody on this entire list, nobody, that didn't break a franchise record from the previous person. And that trend is still continuing to this day. That's why you see even Kyler Murray with a higher average per year than Mahomes. Nobody talks about it, but he is way higher than Mahomes because he signed his contract after. So that's why everything is green. So if we look at it, and I am slowing down because I want people to understand this. Andrew Luck broke records from the previous franchise quarterback. After him, it was Derek Carr. He broke Andrew Luck's record. Then Matthew Stafford broke his record. Jimmy Garoppolo broke his record, and he only started for San Fran 6 games. My boy Matt said, "How you doing today, boss Cowboy? Good to see you. Love this channel, and you're the best and a great person, man. I appreciate that, big dog. You too. Appreciate that, Matt." And then Kurt got more than Jimmy. Matt Ryan got more than Kurt. Aaron Rodgers got more than Matt. Russell Wilson got more than Aaron. And Wentz got more than Russell in total guarantee. And Goff got more than Wentz in total guarantee. Yeah. So everybody's supposed to break a franchise record except Dak. And some of y'all like, why is it so important that a record is broken? It's because I explained this before. I'm explaining this again. Agents are the one who set the market. So, okay, and let me explain it, and because I do got to slow down so people understand this. So, like if you go to the supermarket is a store to where you have an agreed upon price with a potential buyer. And that market itself and the conditions in that market sets the price. Okay? Even in your local grocery store, it works like that. So when you see eggs, everybody been complaining about eggs. I'm also an economics major, so I can explain all this type of stuff. So when you see the cost of eggs, it's what are the dynamics that drove up that price? Because it didn't just happen on its own. Like, was it a shortage? Was it a pandemic? Like, is it fuel costs? Because fuel costs has a lot to do with transportation costs, and then those costs have to be then put on the consumer. That's what happens in the market. You got to know what's driving the cost of certain markets, right? So then when you think about it from football, the agents are always trying to recruit new talent. That's why you got to understand why all these records with franchise quarterbacks have to be surpassing the previous. See, when you understand that, it's because the agents are trying to recruit new blood. And the only way they're able to recruit is they have to be able to showcase to potential new clients their ability to set market setting contracts. So basically they have to have skins on their wall. They have to have skins. They have to show. So if you come in my office, if I'm an agent, the first thing I'm gonna want on there is Dak Prescott sitting right next to Mahomes, sitting right next to Romo, all of the articles, right, showcasing my clients' set records. That's how they recruit. So that's why you see previous franchise quarterbacks surpass the previous one, because the agents are driving it to be able to recruit into the future. So hopefully that makes sense. My boy M said, minimum wage don't go down, it keeps going up. That part. That part. See, because now you're talking inflation, hey, we ain't gonna get into that, but that's a different story. But hey, that's real though. That's real. But when you understand that, then you understand why it was silly for us to be trying to get Dak to take less than his counterparts. It was always a losing experiment. It was always too aggressive. You was way too aggressive. Yeah, way too aggressive in this experiment. And it bit you greatly. And it's bit Steven. Yeah. So hold on, let me go back to what I was saying on that real quick.
All set the market somewhere in their contract.
And real quick,
so you got to look at why James Slater said Dak and his agent are trying to get above Goff.
See, because remember we interviewed James Slater that year, And she said that to me and West Coast. Specifically, she said, she said this. Basically, Dak just trying to get above golf. And the Cowboys weren't doing it. It's that simple. It was basically Dak saying, bro, it's disrespectful for y'all to be offering me anything less than them other two dudes because I'm better than them. It's that simple. It's about respect and how you're being treated compared to your counterparts. It's that simple. It's that simple. And they was still disrespecting Dak.
Did y'all hear what she said that? Mm-hmm. Because at this point, go back to the interview that West Coast and I had with Roy Williams. What did Roy say that contracts are about, West Coast?
Appreciation
and respect. He said two things. So at this point, he's basically feeling like at some point y'all gotta show me more respect than the guys that I was drafted with. It's disrespectful at this point for me to watch a guy who never had my durability, Goff or Wentz, get offered, literally not offered, given a contract. This is Wentz at 107 and total guarantee 107, right? That's Wentz, and he was paid that needing his back was hurt when he got that. So he was already had question marks on his durability, and he got 107 total guaranteed. Then you looking at the graph right now. Look at this graph, it's in your face. The graph clearly shows that then Goff got, guess what? 110 in total guarantee. So he also set the market, right? So you got two quarterbacks that he was drafted with that set the market, at least in total guarantee. You got Dak sitting over here who hasn't missed a game. Super durable. If anything you can say about Dak is his durability, he deserves to get an offer that's showing respect by giving him an offer that's above, who did James Slater say? Goff.
Graphics was boo, 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 boo. Man, that was me. That was the early days of Facebook, you know.
You speak Swahili?
Trash. All right, but so we still dealing with basically experiment one and the breakdown to the Dallas Cowboys. All right. So this is also not, and so this is also not something that's just about Dak. This is about all those players, okay? And all those players, basically, we ran up our own price waiting. We waited for Amari. We waited on Dak. We gave Tank a tag when we should have went in and just signed him. My boy Kevin say, your graphics have come a long way. I know, bro. So for those of y'all that's considering getting into the content, that's why I say it's good to do it like landlord. You build as you go. You get better as you go. It's not about starting off perfect. It's just about starting, and then you just get better as you go. And see, thank you. See, we finally caught up to why is it relevant for today. Because see, it's about why is it relevant for today? Trey said it. And my boy Studi Wood, what's up, Studi Wood? Hold on, Studi Wood, man. Shout out to my homeboy from the H-Town. We might get your boy Byron Jones, Studi. Ooh, hey, this how my partner Studi Wood. This how he rock them hats the H-Town style, bro. They rock their hats to the style, man. Hold on, let me do my boy Studi Wood right, bro. I always like cut for my boy Studi Wood. My boy Studi Wood at the H-Town. Anybody that's from H-Town that's a Cowboy fan, I got love for you, cause I know y'all be getting major hate. They fans are worse than Philly, bro. I mean that too. Man, hold on, but I'm gonna go back to what you said, Trey, because Trey, you on the money with that. And my boy Studi Wood was in them shows. You remember them shows, Studi Wood? There was those Facebook shows, man. We was, man. And then and then True, man. Matt, yeah, True, man. Great vibrations from Matt, bro. Matt, you're a good dude. You bless us, you bless a lot of people, man, and we really appreciate you, big dog. And then my boy Landlord said, yeah, my first videos was terrible. Bro, that's how it is. So for anybody that got any doubts in themselves because you trying to measure yourself to what Landlord is right now or what I am right now, just go look at them beginning days, bro. Them beginning days of me and West Coast and me and, bro, it was trash. We way better. Everybody better now. West Coast setup better, my setup better, all of us. We all improve as we go. But it's about being real with where you are. But let me go back to that bigger point that I was making from my boy Trey. So Trey raised a good point. My boy Trey said they better extend before Hurts and Lamar. See, there we go. So now let's talk. See, now we talking, Trey. That's why all this history is important, bro. Man, and see, it's not even that, bro. It's more than that. So let's look at it. I showed this yesterday. I'm gonna show it again in case y'all forgot, bro. Dog, Hurts starting point is 50 million. Let me just rock that beat a little bit, let that sink in. Sometimes you just gotta let the beat go. Let that thought just digest. Huh? The question is, did we learn, Trey? Did we learn? See, because remember, if we go back and look at what Steven said, what did he say? He said he learned. He said it would have been better for everybody. Remember? Yeah, y'all remember we started this. The biggest regret for Cowboys VP. Not signing QB Prescott sooner. Yeah. All kind of articles where he talked about that. He admitted it. So y'all know how it worked. If somebody admit that they was wrong, that's also should be saying that they learned their lesson, right? That also should be saying that they not gonna repeat it. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Am I making it up or does that make sense? Huh? If you learned your lesson, you shouldn't repeat it. Huh? See, to my boy point, excellent point. It's other quarterbacks that's getting ready to jack up this market. So we wasn't going back in time just to show off me and West Coast. Ooh, look how smart we were. Nah, we wasn't doing that. This conversation about these Stephen Jones experiments is important because if he really didn't learn, we getting ready to see insanity repeat itself. We finna do the same thing again and expect a different result. And I already told y'all the numbers of the market. If y'all don't trust that I'm able to do these market numbers by now, I don't know how long y'all been following me, but I've been getting these market numbers right from day one, bro. I've been getting these market numbers right. Hold on real quick. My boy with the super chat. He said, Montana said, I know this your channel, boss, and it's Cowboy fan talk tonight. Shout out to Rome, but for my bro and our guys to get this Atlantic Records deal. Oh, for my bro and our guys to get this Atlantic record deal. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. I don't know what you mean. Explain that. I'm trying to understand you on that. And then Amp said with the super chat, boss, I know you majored in business and economics, but are you sure you don't squeeze a minor in history? Yeah, recent history I'm real good with. Recent history, I'm cold with it. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was a history major, so I know I got a little bit of that in me too. Well, I love history, I do, bro. I'm a history dude. I am. But these numbers I'm telling you are right, bro. And see, I said 50.3 is what they needed to come at Dak with. Y'all remember I said that? I did this show right here where I said Dak Prescott on a long-term extension opens up the Dallas Cowboys window wide for years. Y'all remember that? And so then we go over and we see what's the number for Hurts. 50 million as an average per year. So maybe you can say, yeah, boss, they just some wannabes. They some fake YouTubers. Nah, it really look like we do our work, dog.
Bruh.
That's what it is. It look like we really serious about this team enough to really do our best to come with facts and things that can close the deal. And this is going to that point that was made. The best point that was made all day is, did we learn? Because you said your biggest error was letting all them quarterbacks. And this is what I said today. I said extend Dak before Hurts get 50 million APY and Daniel Jones gets 45 plus APY. Now, what you think Dak go do if Daniel Jones get 45? Let's just play some music and let that marinate. What is Dak gonna do? Okay. What did he do with golf? What did he do with golf? He put his foot down. So what does that tell you we need to do? Huh? What do we need to do? We need to be first, dog. See, don't listen to these old stupid people out here. Dak ain't worth 40 million. Dak, cause see, the same people saying Dak ain't worth 40 million was the same dummies that was saying Dak wasn't worth 25 3 years ago. Think about what I just said. Them same dumb Cowboy fans. That's because, see, the dumb Cowboy fans are the fans that actually give Steven and Jerry cover. It's the dumb fans. The ones that want to be right. They just can't stop hating because they mad at Romo, or they racist, or just slow, or just media brainwashed. One of those three. You either a racist, a Romo fan, or you media brainwashed. But those of us who understand, this is why you gotta share shows like this, bro. Real talk. Cause it's gonna be some people out there, man, Dak ain't worth 40 million. They still calling Dak the $40 million quarterback, even though it's 7 quarterbacks paid more than him. You big dummy. You idiot.
Finish him.
What?
You idiot.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, everything I'm saying, you a big dummy. Yeah. Now, you don't have to be, because see, you getting the answers today.
You want answers?
You getting it today. You getting the facts.
You can't handle the truth.
But you make sure you can handle the truth. And when the truth is in your face, drink it, dog. Drink it. Because you getting the answers.
You want answers?
And see, let's look at the money. Let's look at the money, dog. So, if you don't extend Dak, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this in a 2-part series. Ain't no way I'm gonna do part 2 and part 3 today. It's just the show gonna be way too long. I'm sorry, but this is rich content, bro. Like this ain't no sugar I'm giving today, bro. I'm giving out meat, dog. This is meat. This is steak and shrimp. This ain't no clickbait bullshit that you might get from other channels. We going through the facts, precept upon precept, baby. You know what I'm saying? So let's go through this. Let's listen. It's the educated Cowboy fans that should be at war against the dumb Cowboy fans. Because if we quiet while they're loud, they're going to give cover to Jerry and Steven to do something stupid with these experiments. But if we can unite and see this, call it out, and shoot at the dummies, then possibly we can get our organization to make the right moves. Because see, it's some people out here that's saying silly shit, right? You can just go to my Twitter and see it, right? It's all right here. Like this dude. Hold on. I got this dude said trade Dak. And I told him, I said, no trade clause in his contract, fan like an adult. And I meant that. Like, fan like an adult. I meant that. What you mean? And then this dude said, cut Dak. Just dumb, bro. And see, this is the deal. And I sent this to him. I said, the highlight is what the Cowboys would have to pay Dak if they cut him. Are you ready to talk like an adult fan yet? Or we still believing in Santa to get the Cowboys CJ? Because see, it's a lot of clickbait stuff out there. Yeah. Like we can literally actually go up and trade for CJ. Yeah, we could, but we would never do it. And it would be dumb to do. It would be very dumb to do. But see, remember, it's a whole major segment of fans to where they don't want truth. They don't want it.
You can't handle the truth.
They just want to be angry. Yeah, they just want to be angry. It's a whole lot of fans. They don't want truth at all. They just want to be angry. Yeah, so when you tell them, say, bro, listen, bro, fan like an adult. All this go get Aaron Rodgers, that's kid shit. All this go get CJ. See, that's Cowboy fans who still thinks and believe in Santa Claus. And that's real talk. Yeah, and Matt, you said it. Give Dak money before the market go crazy. Right. It's really that simple, bro. And then this dude say, like an adult would realize we aren't ever going to win him at QB. Okay. I said, so believe that Dallas will move up 25 spots and mortgage the future. Dallas hardly moves up one spot under Steven, but Santa might come with those lotto tickets. Keep believing, my guy. Plus, Dak has a no trade clause, so he would have to approve any trades. So it's like at some point, us that really understand this stuff need to be at war with them. And honestly, we need to be shaming them because see, there's a market for them. So I've noticed that a whole lot of it was gangster today on Twitter. They was going at Fisher hard. Like I've never seen. They was shooting all kind of shots at Fish. Because Fish was allegedly the source of the Cowboys having interest in CJ. But see, that type of stuff is catering to the people and the crowd of Cowboy fans who hate Dak. So I feel like when people do that type of stuff, and I'm just being real, that's like catering to racists. You don't cater to no damn racists. You call them out. You don't cater to people who talk stupid about Dak. You call them out. You make them talk with some smarts and some common sense and some intelligence, some facts. You don't cater to they dumb ass. Because what you're doing is you're empowering foolishness at the expense of Dak. And guess what? The independent Cowboy people, they was not having it.
Bring real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Boy, y'all go to Twitter and see all them shots that was fired on. Ooh, they fired on Fish for that. Yeah, but see, it need to be a whole lot more firing, and not just on Fish. It need to be more. It need to be more. Like the fact that the fan did a whole show on trade possibilities for Dak. I'm like, bro, y'all really wasted a segment on that? Like, that's, y'all know. Now, if anybody know better, they know. If anybody know better, they know. And that all it is they playing to that massive group of haters. That's our own fans. But see, it's about money and clicks and see, cause I'm keeping it real. I'm not with the shit today. I'm speaking my mind.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
This stuff is about capitalism. That's what it's about. It's about money. It's ugly too. It's ugly. So, and these are the same people that'll say, I love the Cowboys. Then why are you doing segments on stuff that you know ain't even possible? Why are you talking about CJ when you know that ain't gonna happen? Because you know it's some fans that say stupid stuff like, I want Aaron Rodgers. If we could just get Aaron Rodgers. If we could go get Mahomes. So instead of playing to them, you know what we should do? We should say, bro, you ain't getting no Mahomes. Grow up. It's time to grow up. Stop believing in Santa Claus. He is not coming down your chimney to give you the lotto numbers. It's not happening. You're going to have to get your ass up and go to work. You're not getting no lotto numbers from Santa Claus. Yeah. So, and then these fans don't even know what they're asking for. They don't even know what they're asking for. For all you dummies that saying stuff like, I want CJ, you know what you really asking for? You asking for us to not win no games, because only the teams at the very top of the draft, they hardly won any games. You don't want that. You want exactly what you just saw, bro. You saw us go to the playoffs 2 consecutive years and have 2 contested games against San Fran. You want us to build on top of that. You don't want us to crash this gambling on a new quarterback. Are you out your rabbit dumbass mind?
Sleeping on me now, cooking his neck. Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Another one.
And that's why independent's the best. Because see, guess what? It was a message that was sent today. And if we all get on the same page, all of us, I'm talking about all the content creators, bro, we'll let this whole world know, bro, y'all ain't finna be doing that BS. Y'all ain't finna be using Dak and Diggs and Zeke and all them other dudes to make money off of hate. Off of these old false comparisons that never made no sense. Who better, Zeke or Pollard? That's the dumbass shit in the world. Like only us, only the Cowboy Nation having that conversation. Everybody else understand that running backs complement each other and protect each other. But see, we like to create fights. What did Bobby Belt say? If it bleeds, it reads. Oh, that's real. So the more blood, the more gore, the more drama, the more we read, we click. I ran into this poor little mama today. She was sexy. I ran into this poor little sexy mama, and she knew I do content for the Cowboys. And the first thing she said is, "Oh, boss, are we getting ready to get rid of Michael Parsons?" I said, "Oh, damn." She said, "What you mean?" I said, "You fell for the wee-woo, baby."
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee-woo.
I said, "You fell for the wee-woo." Huh? We not getting rid of Michael Parsons?
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. But see, around this time, that's what's going to happen. You go get all kind of fake ass stories. CJ trade ups. You know, trading Dak. Zeke washed up. That's another fake story. That's a fake story too. Yeah. Now, should we entertain likely maybe upgrade for him? Yes. But if Zeke was on any other team, he would not be talked about like he talked about with us. It wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you that wee-woo is real.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
That wee woo?
Wrong.
It's rampant.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
And that's why you need Landlord. That's why you need Big Game James, Law Nation, Boss Cowboy Sports, J Tuck. Yeah, that's why you need DMV, the OC. Yeah, you need people that's gonna break this stuff down and tell you the truth, not that wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Yeah, bro. This is real too. See, because we got to organize as a nation, bro. Because I saw the power of us today. I guarantee you, not only Fish, but a whole lot of other people that do content, they gonna walk a little bit lighter before they go crazy on their ideas that they put out there. Because they saw it was a force of people that was like, no sir, we ain't doing this, dog. We ain't doing this. We ain't we ain't spending our off season on fake shit like that. We ain't doing that, bro. How about let's get to some real ideas? How about weapon up Dak? All this trade Dak and this stupid talk. It's stupid talk. It's straight up stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. And see, listen, so I'm getting on a whole nother tangent. Let me get back. Let me go back to this. I'm gonna have to do this in 2 shows, bro. Y'all already know I ain't gonna be able to do this. I can't know where I can go through. We just on experiment 1, so just call this show part 1. This part 1 of the experiments of Stephen Jones. All right. But as we was talking about these experiments, this is the thing about the experiments that I was leading to, right? The most important part is making sure and putting the pressure to make sure that they learned. That's the thing. The thing that we should be doing as a nation is reminding him. Now you said all right, let me just show you like this. See, we got to remind them, bro. And my boy Montana say, hi Zeke Wash. He treats your favorite defense since the 90s every day and every year in practice. We gonna talk about that. I got a show coming up on that, bro. Trust me, I ain't gonna let y'all down on that. And this, I wanna also say this too. It's some smart people that disagree. All right? It's no shot at the people that disagree. J Tuck don't agree. Big Game James don't agree. DMV don't agree. I don't think Sky agree. It's not about that though. It's about us being able to have this conversation with some intelligence, some respect for each other's opinions. Maybe we wrong. Maybe they right. Maybe they wrong. Maybe we right. But it's more so about, can we dialogue and get to the facts? That's what it's about. All right. But this is the important thing that I want to kind of break down as we still do, because I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts, y'all. And I'm still gonna take some calls, y'all. I'm sorry. It went long, but this is a lot of stuff that's related to now. So the question is, because we keep coming back to this, because this is the thing. He admitted to it being a costly mistake, right? Jerry did. He admitted to it. Not Jerry, Steve. He made a costly mistake. And we said we was going to talk about the numbers. Okay? Let's talk about the numbers real quick. Now, before we talk about the numbers, I want to talk about something else before we talk about the numbers. Then we go talk about the numbers. Just looking at the history, okay? So the Eagles' extension of Carson Wentz averaging 32 per year is good news for Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and Rams QB Jared Goff. Both price tags went up. So this is from June 6, 2019. This was before Goff was paid. Okay. So what's gonna happen, right, if we just using our common sense? Because y'all already said, a lot of y'all already said it. But what's gonna happen Huh? If Lamar get paid. What's gonna happen if Daniel Jones get paid? What's gonna happen if Hurts get paid $50 million? What's gonna happen? What would you do if you was Dak? That's the question. What would you do if you was Dak? Now the cap, but let me tell you why. Hopefully, we've learned our lessons from these wild experiments. Have y'all noticed one thing different about this offseason that's not like the other off seasons? Have y'all noticed something? What's different about this offseason versus those off seasons around 2018 and 2019? What's different? I'm gonna sit back. I want to hear what y'all say. What's different? It's obvious too. My boy Life Crazy say I'm not giving no billionaires a discount. I know. Damn, bro. Exactly. Bro. Damn. Exactly. You giving billionaires a discount. What is wrong with you? God, some people. You giving billionaires a discount. You crazy. But what's different? What's different? I'm asking, it's real. He said, my boy Amp said, I'm tired of teams running up the tab on us. Why don't we be feeling running up on their tab? Oh, somebody hit it right on the money. Ooh, one-handed bandit. I knew I could trust y'all to be smart. They quiet. Clap it up for one-handed bandit. Clap it up. That is the answer right there, bro. Clap it up. They're quiet. It's different. That's what's different. Ooh. They quiet this time. That's the difference. That's the one thing that's giving me hope. And Stephen Jones not trying no experiments this time. That's the thing that's giving me hope. Because this particular off season, it's quiet. Now, if they start talking, bad news. If you start hearing the comparisons, bad news. If you start hearing Dak, he just needs to work with us. Oh, here we go. It's the wee woo. Here we go.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
But as long as we quiet, that's the best news in the world. That's the best news. And they talked positive about Dak. And they laid the groundwork for a long-term deal. Remember they was saying, we can see Dak for another 8 to 10 years. And he belongs in that group with 40. See, but that they still playing. See, 40 not the number no more. See, I ain't ready for this, but I'm gonna tell you the truth anyway. 40 not the number no more. It's 50. It's 50. That's the new number. Now, if Dak do 40, he gave them a deal. Understand that. If Dak do 40, he didn't have to do it. The market is 50 now. That is the market. But if he come down under Aaron, because Aaron was the one. Oh man, Tyrone Church, I do agree with this. 100%, bro. I blame the fans too. I do. See, that's why we gotta do our part though. We gotta do our part because see, a lot of fans don't know. They have no idea. The first time some people heard about any of this was today. Now, people that been rocking with me for a while, Amp, you know what I'm saying? Montana, you know what I'm saying? C, Tyrone Church. Y'all been with me for a long time, even when I was rocking and co-hosting with West Coast. So y'all already know most of this stuff. But, but we got to educate the fans. Because then once you educate the fans, you can't treat them like they dumb. You can't treat fans like they dumb once they know. They playing on the ignorance. That's what they doing. Church. But explaining it. If they really want to really get us going, that's why I said yesterday on that show, all in is keeping your ballers and not playing no games. Stop all the games. Stop all the fake stuff that we be doing. Stop all the we getting ready to be the only team and all these old fake leverage points that we try. See, all I'm trying to get Dak and Diggs, and I'm just trying to get Parsons to understand, and I'm just trying to get CeeDee Lamb to understand if they give, if they take a little bit off the top, we gonna be able to build around them for a ring. It'd be like, no. Why would I trust you? You had $90 million of cap space in 2019 and squandered it. But I'm supposed to give you 2 or 3 of my million for you to potentially squander it again? No, do your job and manage your cap. I have earned to be one of the top market setting athletes. Pay me with no games. Just pay me. If the Cowboys smart, Dak will be the first one out the gate. And he had a highest. And he will, to my boy Amp point, then be putting pressure on Hurts. Cause see, if we pay Dak 50, we go make Philly have to pay 51 or 52 for Hurts. And see, we go destroy them by doing that. Think about it. Ooh, but we will put Philly in the ground. See, cause right now, hear me out. This is how we'll put Philly in the ground. I'm talking about dead. Because see, you got so far, Philly, because y'all used Hurts like a running back. I'm not insulting them either, but you did. You gave him about the same amount of touches as Pollard. That is crazy. Now, do you really think the owner go write a check on average for $50 million? You think he go write a check and still keep running him the same way?
Oh, hell no.
It's going to automatically create a divide between ownerships and coaches. Automatically, just because you paid them. Especially when you pay them a lot. When you see, because right now, Hurts is a second rounder. So yeah, run him. Run that monkey. Treat him like a monkey. Run, monkey. Run, you dog. Yeah, we treated Dak like that too. We did Dak like that. Run, monkey. But after we paid Dak, all that running stopped. Because see, owners that write them checks, they gonna look at how you using their investment, dog. Yeah, I said monkey. Trey said not monkey boss. Yeah, run, monkey. That's how they treat you until they pay you. They treat you like a monkey. They do. Yeah. So listen, Amp is right. Amp said it. If we pay Dak first, we put pressure on Philly and the Giants for years. And we do something else. We do this. We free up this cap hit. See, because Dak cap hit is $49 million right now. So if you want to go all in, the way to change this cap hit, you can do it 2 ways. You can restructure Dak, where you also have 2 more voidable years to do that, right? Or you can give him a new contract, which then lower the cap hit, just like this contract did. And it'll open up at least 2 more years of a window for you to be aggressive to build around that. Okay. Y'all tripping on that monkey. Hey man, that monkey is real, man. Just get over it. Run, monkey. Monkey, go. Go, monkey. Man, yeah.
You want answers?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. But see, this is the deal. It just makes sense. It makes sense. What I'm telling y'all is this is if okay, Steven, if you admit that you messed up, you can now also go forward like we talked about and not make the same mistakes. That's all you gotta do. You already admitted. So let's talk about what he wasted. All right. Let me look at these transactions because this gonna tell us a whole crazy story. All right. Oh man. Oh my God, dog. So this is the worst part right here. All right. Let me make this where y'all can see it. I'm so sorry, y'all. This ended up being a long show. Hey, but it's a factual show. I mean, some shows. Listen, I'm not here to necessarily just entertain. I'm also want us to be very conscious of what's going on, all right? Because sometimes you can't explain contracts in a 30-minute show. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? You can't explain this type of stuff in quick shows. You gotta sometimes be able to sit back and break this stuff down. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. But see, this is the painful part right here, y'all. Dak, the real window for Dak was when he was on his rookie contract. Dak total was 2.7 million. Bro, that was a major damn window. But and around this time, they was able to accumulate up to $90 million. And they blew 31.4 million of it tagging Dak. See, a lot of people don't notice about the tag at that time. The tag comes out of your current year's cap dollar for dollar. You ain't financing it. You ain't spreading it over 4 years or 6 years or nothing. It's all coming out. Every bit of it. So we went from 90 million to 50 something million like that. Yeah. When we could have gave Dak.
You speak Swahili.
See how crazy. My boy M say, how boss? It's less pie. I know, bro. I know. But this the deal. So the original amount and the market value for Dak in 2018 was 28 million. Let's do this math together. And I'm serious too. Let's all do this math together. And we gonna only talk about this from averages. What's 28 times 4? Let's do this together. 28 million times 4. It's 112. Okay? Now, let's do 40 million times 4. That is 160. Let's subtract 160 minus 112. 48 million. You know what that 48 million is? That's the approximate what's called opportunity costs. See, that's a finance term. It's basically the cost of a decision and an opportunity missed. $48 million was the opportunity in cap savings lost in trying to force Dak to be team friendly. But we not even done. Because guess what? You got to add in that tag of 31 million. So let's add 31 to it. So we talking about approximately $80 million of cap space lost on hardball and Dak. It is no way for makeup for that. That's what I was telling Elp. I was like, Elp, you can't make up for that mistake, bro. You just can't. You can't. The only thing you can do is learn from that. You can't make up for that. And see, that should make a whole lot of y'all angry. Especially when you know that Philly was able to do what they did last year with 22 million. Can we stop and think about that? Let me play some beats real quick while we just stop and think about that. Now, listen to what I said. Philly did what they did last year with 22 million. And we threw away 80 million playing games with Dak. Let me take some calls. Obviously, we're gonna do a part 2 on this. Hold on, let me make sure I got through all this content on, because that was all. Listen, that was just the first part of experiment 1. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all this, and then we gonna take some calls. All right. So the same things that was said then applies now. This is what Bobby Belt was saying then. All right. He was making cases to pay Dak. If I could say one thing about Bobby Belt, he was always on the right side of this. That's one thing I can say about Bobby Belt. It's a whole lot of you media people, y'all sold out. Bobby Belt was always on the right side of this. Shout out to Bobby Belt for that. I got to give him all credit. He also was warring for what was smart and what was right. I got to give him all credit for that, because it wasn't that many media people at all around this time talking smart. And he was making hellified cases. He was talking about Dak's game-winning drives. You know, he was talking about his game-winning drives. All the stuff that's supposed to matter to franchise quarterbacks. See, they made up a new standard when Dak. See, this is what they changed the standard to when it came to Dak. The new wee-woo became, can you carry a team? See, that's some stupid shit. See, you can't measure carrying. That's dumb. And this is one of the biggest and best and smartest tweets that Bobby said. Probably ever. And this don't even just apply to Dak. This apply to all of them. And then my boy Ali say, love Bobby, but he leans on analytics too much. Yeah, the stat nerd stuff, it gets on my nerves with a lot of different people. I will say Bobby's still one of the best, even with analytics. I think some people very dumb with analytics to where they can't really dissect the numbers right. But I definitely agree that too many people, I wouldn't necessarily say him, I will say too many people lean on numbers that mean nothing. Like literally nothing. Like I hate that stat on Zeke. He performed under the expectation. Can somebody tell me who set that expectation and how that works? Yeah. Before you start telling me that Pollard performed above expectation and Zeke didn't. Stat nerd bullshit. Why don't you tell me who set the expectation and how do they come up with expectation? And once you tell me that, I can then dig through your numbers and tell if it's wee-woo or not. All right. But the smartest thing that Bobby Bill said is that they're going to pay Dak regardless. So why anyone would be in favor of waiting any longer and letting the market rise is bananas to me. He said that then, and it applies now. Let's take some calls. All right, so we gonna get on the phone, man. I know y'all been waiting a while, but hey, this was rich content, bro. I'm sorry, hey, and can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? It take a while to sometimes make the whole case. Don't beat me up. Now, this is what I'm doing. I thought I had the phones on. I just turned the phones on. I apologize about that. Hold on, I might have some problems with my phones anyway. Try to call because it's telling me I might have some problems with my phones. And I won't have time to fix it while I'm live. Y'all call on in. Let me know if y'all able to call in, because I'm seeing something here. I'm hearing a message. I'm seeing a message that my phones might not be working right. Can y'all call in? If y'all can't, I'm gonna go ahead and get out the show. But obviously we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this, likely with part 2 of the Stephen Jones experiments and how that's really wrecking the team. Number 1 was likely one of the biggest ones, right? Was his mismanagement of Dak and others. I don't think the phone's gonna work today, y'all. I'm gonna have to correct those phones. I apologize. I really did intend on getting those phones going, so I don't think they gonna work today. So we'll get those phones working tomorrow. But I want to just really kind of get to this, because basically now I didn't think this is gonna be a series, but it's gonna end up being a series. All right, so in this series we talking about Stephen Jones and his experiments, or the real breakdown. Okay, so sadly this was just one. Ooh, this was just one, dog. And the experiment of forcing team friendly with no leverage. Okay, so you try calling life. Okay, it's just ringing. I appreciate y'all. I'll fix it tomorrow, man. I just noticed an error message on it, and I'll get it fixed tomorrow. I know exactly how to fix it. Sorry about that, y'all. I really want to get on the phone with y'all too, man, because it make the show dope. Because y'all dope. Y'all are dope. Y'all very dope. Like, y'all smart. I love talking to y'all, man. I want to hear from Life, Amp. I want to hear from y'all because y'all really wreck it with y'all wit and thinking and just way y'all see this stuff and break it down. Sometimes even how y'all disagree. You know, I respect that. I respect it all. As long as you disagree with respect, I'm cool with it. But this is going to end up being a series, obviously. You know what I'm saying? This is going to end up being a series. So this is one where we dealing with, obviously, forcing team friendly with no leverage. That's what's really breaking down the team. The second thing we gonna talk about on the next time we do this, and it'll so likely be tomorrow, is boy wonders to pay players less. So we gonna get into that on his second experiment that he likes to do and dab that's messing up our windows. And then experiment 3. It's likely gonna be a 2-part series, because I'm gonna likely put experiment 2 and experiment 3 together. And that's where he's also, in my opinion, messing up replacing through the draft versus really building. And we're gonna talk about that in detail, just like we did today. Like, we gotta really be able to break this stuff down, because I'm just tired of the surface arguments that we always have. It's the same stuff every year. Oh, if we just add this player or that player, bro, it's not the players, dog. It's not. It's just not the players, bro. See, because let me ask you a question, bro. It's just real simple. This list came out today from my boy Rome. Okay. Well, that's where I saw it from my partner Rome. Okay. And they was talking about the top 10 wide receivers. And we're going to talk about this when we talk about the experiment 2 and experiment 3 that's messing up our contention windows. Okay. And let me be clear. These are the experiments are messing up the contention windows. They are. The Dallas Cowboys, with good management from Stephen Jones, should have at least 1 ring in the last 4 years. If managed like super top level, we should have 2 rings right now. Right now. Okay? We should have got a ring last year. We should have been trying to work on a repeat this year. Real talk. So when you look at this list and you see Hill and Waddle, Chase and Higgins, Brown and Smith, Diggs and Davis, Evans and Godwin, Jefferson and Thielen, Metcalf and Lockett, Allen and Williams, Hopkins and Brown, Adams and Renfro. Let me ask you a question. What would our rank be on that list if we would have just retained Amar? And if we didn't play no games, no experiments. So before we get into that content tomorrow, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. What if we didn't play the games to pay players less? Because it's not the talent, because we obviously get them. We get them in the building. We do stupid stuff when they here. You see what I'm saying? See, instead of building, what if we instead of replacing through the draft, what if we built through the draft? See, because a lot of people say that's what we do. The Cowboys build through the draft. No, the fuck they don't. They replace through the draft. Forgive me for cursing if y'all have kids around. First of all, they should be in bed. So that's your fault. Don't you lecture me. Don't you lecture me and your kids up this late. It's your fault. But I do need to stop cursing. There's no need to curse. But just keeping it real. And we gonna talk about this more tomorrow, man. So y'all, before y'all get out of here, man, I already know, please don't forget. Don't forget. Don't walk out without hitting that like. Don't walk out without subscribing. And share this show. Because I guarantee you most don't know about this type of stuff I talked about and proved tonight. Most people have literally no idea that we basically squandered anywhere between 60 to 80 million in trying to force just Dak to be team friendly. Most people have no idea. We still blaming Dak. We still say we can't build this team because we paid Dak $40 million. We see now what we gonna do. So Dak is the one taking the blame for what Steven did. So y'all hit them likes, man. Y'all rock with Boss Cowboy Sports, and we do got the final word tomorrow. We also got the final word Thursday. Y'all, I'm telling you, that show, I'm so excited about both final words, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Them final words getting better and better, man. I'm so fortunate and blessed to be working with such a smart group of men. We also gonna be bringing back that Boss Candy. We also got something coming up with Keystone and his Sleeper Files. We putting together and we organizing that. We really working hard as we can to try to give y'all the best content possible, the most accurate measured Kool-Aid possible. As you can see from the previous shows, we've made a lot of upgrades, and we're going to continue to make upgrades. That's just part of the excellence that we do strive for here. All right. But man, we appreciate y'all greatly. Y'all can still support with the Cash App. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all have stopped. That's fine. We appreciate all the super chats greatly, because that's definitely getting ready to help the show. Y'all getting ready to see a crazy amount of upgrades through Boss Cowboy Sports, and we promise you that. And it's not gonna just be all cosmetic stuff. It's gonna be just quality all around. More entertaining, more organized, just the things that y'all deserve as fans. And we gonna work hard to bring that to you. We gonna keep bringing y'all these fire beats and everything that just make us different. And most of all, we gonna stay loyal. We never gonna be devoted. That's one thing you never go get from this channel. Y'all should know from rocking with me for a little while that every now and then we all go disagree. But when we disagree, just know this, that the OC is doing his best and I'm doing my best to tell you what I really believe is gonna help us win a championship. That's why I'm not falling for this wee-woo bull crap about, oh, if we just add a couple of more players, or if we go all in like Philly. It is none of that. It is none of that. We don't gotta be like Howie to win rings. We got a good way of building right now. We gotta stop those experiments. That's what we need to stop. And then we'll run through Philly like we've always run through Philly. And more importantly, Philly, it'll be about running through Kansas City. Or whoever the champion that's in the way. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what we're working for. Let's get it, Boss Cowboy Sports. Oh. That was not fly. But let's go. Another one.
Another one.
Boss Cowboy Sports. Where your voice matters.
Run it up.
Let's get it.
Bringing real back. 50 speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Man, who gonna bring real back? That's the question. Who gonna bring real back? Huh?
Bringing real back. 50 speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Who the people that ain't switching up? Huh? Huh? Who is that? Huh? Who the people that don't switch up? Can somebody tell me?
Run it up.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Love y'all, man. Let's get it.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
No switching up. Let's go.